I have figured out what is the main problem and obstacle slowing men down in this day and age, but I mainly understood there is a skill that helps us overcome it, gain an absolute advantage, and ultimately succeed at whatever we pursue. And today, I'm gonna share it all with you. The world is going through a period of exponential growth, but this comes with a problem. The average user spends more than 6 hours online. Combine that with more than 207 million content creators worldwide and corporate-owned biased media. It can be very hard to know truth from a lie and good advice from a bad one. And that results in many people being overstimulated with contradictory information, thus confused and stuck, which is slowing them down in every area of life. But there is a single skill that solves this problem. But to my surprise, nobody talks about it. So I will explain what this skill is and how you can develop it to gain clarity, decisiveness, and immunity to lies and deceit. But first, you must understand why is it so important? Because it is very easy to get manipulated and misinformed in almost any part of life. Let's look at something as simple as food. Not eating meat will save the planet. Or will it? Don't eat meat, you don't eat carbs, don't eat eggs, dairy is dangerous, don't eat veggies. If you listen to every one of these people, you will end up having to live off astral energy. But finance and business are no different. Copywriting is dead. Or is it now? Be frugal, don't be frugal. Start dropshipping, start sales, learn marketing. But the skill I'll talk about shortly is more important than any other. And yet, no one even mentions it. And why? Well, you'll probably figure that out on your own after this video is over. The most powerful institutions in the world, governments and schools, have tried to suppress this ability and ultimately take it away from you. So I will do my very best to help you get it back, and with it, the ultimate power over every area of your life. So, what is this skill? Well, this ability is the ultimate weapon of anyone who has achieved the heights of success in any industry, at any time and any place. And even though it has been mentioned in one of the best-selling books of all time, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which sold over 100 million copies, very few people seem to remember the importance of this skill. The skill of independent and critical thinking. When I came to the conclusion that independent thinking is the most important skill, I even wanted to see how ChatGPT responds to the question, and even the AI agrees. So let's look at what exactly independent thinking is. Independent thinking is the ability to form one's own thoughts, opinions, and judgments based on objective analysis, evidence, and personal reflection, rather than relying solely on external influences or conforming to societal or group norms. It involves the capacity to think critically, question assumptions, and engage in intellectual autonomy. By now you are probably starting to understand why this skill is so important and how it can help you. So how can you develop independent thinking? Well, here are 5 things you can do to achieve that. Number 1, question everything. Whatever information you're receiving, always question it. Even though you might agree with it, it doesn't mean it's right or telling the truth. Seek clarity, understanding, or deeper insight by raising inquiries or doubts about the information, idea, statement, belief, or claim. Number 2, do your research. Always do your research on anything you want to make an opinion on, or when you want to take certain action. The decisions you make and actions you take must be informed. So always dig deep. Find multiple sources, collect as much information as possible, and then form your own opinion on the data. Number 3, never idolize people. The big danger young men are facing is idolizing their role models and favorite influencers, which puts them at a danger of easy manipulation. The problem with this is that people perceive and act on information differently when it comes from these over-idolized personas, which means that they will easily agree with anything they say and act on it without a second thought or doubt, without questioning and never understanding if it's correct and true, just because it comes from their idol. Number 4, seek diverse perspectives. There's always more than one side of a story, more than one point of view. It's key that you get as many as you can, so engage with people from different backgrounds and cultures. Read diverse books, articles, and actively listen to different perspectives. This broadens your understanding and challenges your own biases, enabling you to think independently. Number 5. Embrace solitude and reflection. The part of why majority people lost this ability is that we are constantly bombarded with stimulus, problems, and emotions, that we don't actually give our brain the time or the energy to work in our favor. Instead, our attention gets dragged from one video to another, one incident to another, problem to problem, while valuable information slip right past us. So take time alone to sit with yourself, to think and analyze information. You have to reflect on your experiences and thoughts, to form your opinions and plan the right course of action. Now, by combining all we went over today, your mind will become a force to be reckoned with. It will become stronger, clearer, and it will serve you better than ever before. But remember, knowledge without action is useless. So always keep these 5 things in the back of your mind. Question everything. Do your research. Never idolize. Seek diverse perspective and embrace solitude. You now hold the key to growth and prosperity in any area of life. Use it to unleash your power on the world and build the life you want for yourself and others around you. I hope this video gave you clarity on the world we live in, dangers we are facing, and how we can deal with at least one of them. If you enjoyed this video, keep your eyes open, there is more coming. Feel free to comment what you think about the topic, and if you want me to cover any particular topic or help solve any kind of problem. And now, I think it's time to close the laptop, turn off the phone, and go get it.